AI news that took place over the weekend. 11 Labs launching a new video to music flow in 11 Labs studios. In one click, our 11 music model generates a custom soundtrack based on your video's context. After adding music, you can add layer voiceovers, FX directly in the studio. So what is this little 54-minute video? Let's go ahead and watch that together.
And get unique music generated based on the context of the video. The music you're hearing now was generated using our new video to music. Let me show you how it works. In 11 Labs, head to Studio and then click Video to Music. Upload a video and you'll be given a prompt describing the track that you're about to generate. And you can edit this if you like, but I'm going to hit Generate. This track is entirely unique and it matches the vibe well.
If I want to, I can now add voiceovers and sound effects to my video in 11 Labs Studio.
And this feature is great at adding background music to vlog-style videos, just like this one. Try this feature out for free in 11 Labs Studio or using the link below.
Okay, 11 Labs is stepping up their game as far as AI video generation, now with music. I'm definitely going to be making some more videos on 11 Labs, as they were actually in one of my other videos I made, I think it was last week. Good on 11 Labs. Now let's check out Higgsfield, product to video. So drop your product straight into the pic or start blank and build your most selling frame from zero. This is powerful. Perfect product placement with 0 prompts and all our models. Alrighty, this one's 35 seconds, so let's check this one out. This stuff is actually next level. I have never done anything in like the e-commerce space, but oh my gosh, stuff's perfect. What's this one? So now we're talking NVIDIA releases open dataset models for multilingual speech AI. Okay. For around 7,000 languages in the world, a tiny fraction are supported by AI language models. NVIDIA is tackling the problem with new dataset and models that support the development of high-quality speech and translation AI for 25 European languages, including languages with limited availability data like Croatia, Estonia, and Maltese. These tools will enable developers to more easily scale AI applications to support global users with fast, accurate speech technology for production scale use cases such as multilingual chatbots, custom service voice agents, and near real-time translation services. So this will include granary, no idea what that means. To develop the granary dataset, the NVIDIA speech AI team collaborated with researchers from Carnegie Mellon University and Fondazione Bruno Kessler. The team passed unlabeled audio through an innovative processing pipeline powered by NVIDIA NeMo Speech Data Processor Toolkit that turned it into structured, high-quality datasets. Okay.
The French nation bought this portrait, and it...
All right, let's check out the next article. Anthropic policy update. So they're addressing cybersecurity and agentic use. Over the past year, we've seen rapid advances in agentic capabilities. We released our own agentic tools called Claude Code and Computer Use, and our models power many of the world's leading coding agents, revisiting broad restrictions on political content. So our usage policy has historically contained broad prohibitions, well, I did not say that right, on all types of lobbying or campaign content. We believe this stance was appropriate given the unknown risk of AI-generated content on influencing democratic processes, and these are still prominent risks we are taking seriously. So we've heard from users that this blanket approach also limited legitimate use of Claude for policy research, civic education, and political writing. We're now tailoring our restrictions to specifically prohibit use cases that are deceptive or disruptive to democratic processes or involve voter and campaign targeting. This approach enables legitimate political discourse and research while prohibiting activity that is misleading or invasive. Also updating our language on law enforcement use, requirement for high-risk consumer-facing use cases, and then looking ahead, as limited AI risks themselves involved, we will continue to work. Awesome. The Verge, I kind of went over, or I'm going to go over this other one. I actually don't have access to The Verge. So OpenAI, they tweeted, we're making this was on August 15th, so it's been a couple days, warmer and friendlier based on feedback that it felt too formal before. Changes are subtle, but ChatGPT should feel more approachable now. You'll notice small, genuine touches like, good question, great start. Okay, that's good to see. Reddit, I don't know why I was on Reddit. Okay, and this is the article that I was talking about with Sam Altman. Where was it? So it looks like he gathered about a dozen tech reporters to join him and other OpenAI executives for an on-the-record dinner. So this was going to be kind of like funny. And off-the-record dessert. the night raised more questions than answers. For instance, why is Nick Turley, the VP of ChatGPT, kindly passing me a lamb skewer? But throughout the night, it becomes clear to me that the dinner is about OpenAI's future beyond GPT-5. OpenAI's executives give the impression that AI model launches are less important than they were when GPT-4 launched in 2023. After all, OpenAI is a very different company now, focusing on upending legacy players in search, consumer, hardware, and enterprise software. Altman says OpenAI's incoming CEO of applications, Fiji Simo, will oversee multiple consumer apps outside of ChatGPT, ones OpenAI has yet to launch. Simo is slated to start work at OpenAI in just a few weeks, and she might end up overseeing the launch of an AI-powered browser that OpenAI is reportedly developing to compete with Chrome. Swag. Altman suggests OpenAI would even consider buying Chrome, likely an offer that would be taken more serious than Perplexity's bid, should it become available. If Chrome is really going to sell, we should take a look at it, he says. Before looking at all of us and asking, is it actually going to sell? I assumed it wasn't going to happen. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Simo also might end up running an AI-powered social media app, something that OpenAI CEO has said he's interested in exploring. In fact, Altman says there's nothing inspiring to him about the way AI is used on social media today, adding that he's interested in whether or not it is possible to build a much cooler kind of social experience with AI. I think that needs to happen and will happen. While Turley and Brad Lightcap, OpenAI CEO, largely give the floor to Altman, drinking wine alongside the other seated guest, Altman also confirms reports that OpenAI plans to back a brain-computer interface startup Merge Labs to compete with Elon Musk's Neuralink. Awesome. So let's go down to some of these quotes. GPT-5 was just very to the point. I like that. I used a robot personally. I'm German, whatever, says Turley. But many people do not, and they really like the fact that ChatGPT would actually check in with you. I'm kind of like that. What else? So you can check out this article below. But that is going to be it for the AI news today, AI pros, and I will see you in the next one.